Thank you for joining us on this edition of Your City in 5. I'm your host, Ricky Saillas. The coronavirus pandemic continues to grip El Paso. New cases, hospitalizations, and deaths related to the virus are putting a strain on area hospitals. Despite increased restrictions, the Department of Public Health says the number of active COVID-19 cases continues to increase. Health experts say prevention starts with you, meaning everyone needs to help reduce the spread of the virus.
We believe very strongly that prevention begins with us, and we are calling on the community to join us and to stop the spread of COVID.
Public Health has increased the presence of the COVID-19 Education Task Force, making sure businesses are educated about the virus. Police, the Fire Marshal's Office, and Code Enforcement are issuing citations to businesses that are not following orders. Curbside services provided by the Public Library remain suspended until further notice. Municipal Court remains closed for in-person business until November 27th. Meanwhile, free testing continues throughout the city. Health experts say there is still not a vaccine for COVID-19, and this is why they urge everyone to stay home as much as possible, wear a mask, and practice physical distancing. Recently, drug maker Pfizer announced that its vaccine has shown promise in protecting people from the coronavirus. In the meantime, to help provide the vaccine once it arrives, healthcare workers are encouraged to become COVID-19 vaccine providers. Nearly 100 providers have enrolled, but more are needed. Enrollment information is under the vaccination tab at epstrong.org. One of the most important things that you can do to stop the spread of COVID-19 is wash your hands on a regular basis. Now that's even more convenient for people who work and live in downtown El Paso. Your City in 5 media specialist, Jose Solis, explains how these mobile hand washing stations work.
We've located 19 of them throughout the downtown, mainly in the highest pedestrian traffic areas. And so when they come across one, we've got the signage on there to encourage people to wash their hands. You utilize them. There's a push pedal that releases the water. There's a soap dispenser, and then there's paper towels there as well.
Mire, la verdad a mí en lo personal me parece perfecto. Todo lo que haga la ciudad para contrarrestar esta pandemia para mí es súper. ¿Por qué? Porque si la ciudad nos ayuda y nosotros ponemos de nuestra parte, pues creo que lo podemos lograr, ¿cómo no?
And so what we wanted to do is make sure we're creating an environment where people can go about their daily business in the downtown, but do so in a safe manner. And so when the city was coming through with the CARES Act grant applications, we made a proposal to the city, to the CARES Act, to provide enhanced sanitation within the downtown to make sure that the pedestrian environment is still safe, as safe as possible from the spread of the virus.
Lo importante que ya sabemos es lavarse las manos y sobre todo que hay lugares donde lo podemos hacer.
Thank you, Jose, for that story. These mobile hand washing stations will be around in the downtown area through the end of the year. In other city-related news, a couple of city departments took time to recognize our military veterans. The basketball court at the Veterans Rec Center in Northeast El Paso honors active military and veterans. The sports division refurbished the wood floor and added the seals of all military branches.
I started, brainstorming and, talking to some of our veterans that work with us and, what we could do to make this gym really pop out. Something we wanted to do to, to show our respects, because, they give their lives, they give their time, they give their sacrifice, and it's just, something that's very honorable.
A couple of veterans who got a first-hand look at the gym say the show of support is moving.
The emblems on their wood floor, the way they stand out on this basketball court, it's amazing. It looks great. It's an awesome piece of work of art.
It makes me proud, actually. It makes me proud of the city of El Paso and how they're showcasing, like I said, the patriotism that we have here. I'm from Northeast, so seeing this, in my neighborhood is something, I look forward to seeing when it finally opens up.
The gym remains closed because of the pandemic, but a formal reopening ceremony honoring veterans is being planned for the future. A salute to all military veterans from LB the Sea Lion, who is also a veteran. You heard right, the 650-pound Sea Lion is a U.S. Navy veteran. LB served 2 years in the military before being honorably discharged.
He was a little distracted in the open ocean, was what the notes say. I think it was for food. He would constantly just start hunting. After he did his mission, the Navy mission, he would start hunting for food. He loves his food, as you could tell by looking at him. And so he was honorably discharged into our care after a couple years, and we've had him ever since.
LB took time to salute all veterans in active military. Zoo Director Joe Montezano says LB is the only known veteran animal at a zoo in the U.S. That's going to do it for us on this edition of Your City in 5. Remember to stay up to date by visiting our social media sites. For Jose Solis, who's behind the camera, I'm Ricky Saillas. Stay safe, be good to each other, and remember to mask up and wash your hands. We'll see you next time on Your City in 5.